With only one required class and what is widely considered to be the most flexible curriculum of any of the top schools, Booth MBA program gives its students the freedom to grow and the freedom to choose their own path. From finance to entrepreneurship to marketing, the possibilities are endless. If you want to be in control of your own education, you've come to the right place, because I'm going to tell you exactly how to get into Booth's MBA program. Hey guys, Nadine here with Inspira Futures, the admissions consulting firm dedicated to getting you accepted into your dream MBA program. To kick things off, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and if you're looking for some one-on-one help with your MBA application, then visit our site, which is linked below, to schedule your free consultation. As the second oldest business school in the US, famous for its "why are you here and not somewhere else" writing, Booth continues to stake its claim as one of the top business schools in the US. What makes a successful applicant into Booth's MBA program? Well, let's look at the recent class profile stats. Each year, Booth receives almost 5,000 applications and admits around 620 students, making for an approximate 12% acceptance rate. It's worth noting here that even though around 600 students are enrolled each year, because of the flexibility in curriculum, most core classes are comprised of 60 or less students. Compared to being part of a class cluster of around 70 to 90 students at other business schools, this tighter class can give you the opportunity to really connect with your classmates and enjoy a less intimidating classroom environment. Around 70% of students come from the US, but applicants are represented from many other areas, including Asia, Central and South America, Europe, Canada, and the Middle East. The average age of the incoming class is 28, possessing around 5 years of previous work experience. Students come from a variety of backgrounds, 25% from consulting, 20% from financial services, 11% from technology, 10% from nonprofit or government fields, and then the remaining class come from backgrounds such as private equity and venture capital, healthcare, and energy-related fields. The GPA range is between a 2.8 to a 4, with 3.6 being the average. When we look at test scores, 83% of the class took the GMAT over the GRE, and the class average score is a 724. For those who did take the GRE, the average verbal score is a 161, and the average quantitative score is 163. What do you need to apply? Firstly, you'll need to submit a one-page business resume. Make sure that your resume is focused on not just what you've done, but also highlights and quantifies the impact you've had through these experiences. Complementing this resume will be your essays. Through these essays, Booth wants to understand your career goals and why and how an MBA will help you achieve them. Make sure that you're able to articulate your desired career path well through these documents. Booth is also learning about your leadership skills and how structured you are in terms of decision-making. Make sure that your essays aren't just an expansion of your resume and that they show the admissions committee who you really are. The third piece of this puzzle is the letters of recommendation. Your letters of recommendation can play a vital role in supplementing your strengths or making up for your weaknesses. Your recommenders will be asked to compare you to other well-qualified applicants that they have worked with and talk about the most significant piece of constructive feedback that they have provided to you. Make sure that your recommenders are aware of your career goals. If they aren't aware of the business school application process, it might be a good idea to coach them. You also need to submit academic transcripts for all degrees that you've pursued previously. Booth requires you to take the GMAT or the GRE. While a great test score alone won't get you accepted, it's good to make sure that you can score as high as possible. It's also good to try and ensure that the percentile score is at least somewhat balanced. You don't want to get a 97th percentile score on the verbal and a 50th percentile score on the quant section, especially for a quant-focused school such as Booth. Non-native English speakers might be asked to take an English language test depending on where they did their undergraduate studies. Once you're done with these steps and have all your documents in order, just pay the application fee and you'll be good to go. To become one of the admitted students, you'll have to understand what Booth is looking for in their applicants. While Booth takes a holistic approach to admissions, there are 4 main evaluation areas you need to know about. First is curriculum. Essentially, will you be able to handle the curriculum and thrive in the intensive 2-year MBA program? To gauge this, admissions committees are looking for your academic preparedness, intellectual curiosity, and communication skills. While some of these qualities will be demonstrated by your GPA and test scores, you should also aim to highlight the following elements in your application to prove to admissions committees that you can succeed in their program. These are merit-based scholarships, professional certifications, mastery of oral and written communication, listening skills, an interest in current affairs, an interest in areas outside of your immediate environment, willingness to engage in debate or to ask questions. Number 2 is community. So do you fit within the community and culture of Booth? What valuable contributions can you bring to the entering class, and how can you push them to be their best? To answer these questions throughout your application, you'll need to highlight your leadership, collaboration, and interpersonal skills, while also demonstrating how you interact with, teach, and learn from others. Remember, it's not enough to say that you possess these skills. You need to discuss real-life examples that show your long-term dedication to your community, your involvement with institutions and organizations close to your heart, and your drive for being involved in social community or political issues. Booth states that they look for these skills in your responses to application questions, in the interview, and in your letters of recommendation. The third criteria you must satisfy is career. Booth feels that your past behaviors, experiences, and contributions will be reflective of what you can accomplish and how you will succeed in the future. For this reason, it's important that you use your resume and responses to the application questions to demonstrate your most desirable accomplishments and skills. When choosing experiences to highlight, try to showcase instances where you demonstrated resourcefulness, superior time management skills, and initiative. And don't forget that your letter writers are particularly useful here for vouching for your personal and professional skills. So ensure that your writers know you well and can speak to your unique skill set appropriately. If you've received any professional recognition or relevant certifications, don't forget to include this in your application as well. The final evaluation criteria is data-driven decision-making. Booth is one of the most quant-focused schools out there. The focus is reflected not just in finance or economics courses, but also in courses ranging from marketing to operations. As such, Booth loves to see that you have a demonstrated history of data-driven decision-making. Anything that shows your ability to work with numbers, for example, financial modeling experience, or quantitative research will go a long way in convincing the Booth Admissions Committee that you are a good fit. Alright, so now you know exactly how to get into Booth's MBA program. Hopefully you found this video helpful, so please subscribe, like, and leave a comment with any questions that you might have. If you want to know how you can individualize yourself from the thousands of other applicants, jump onto our website, linked in the description, so you can schedule your free 30-minute consultation. Thanks for watching. That's a wrap. Catch you next time.